in place to make sure that we have a safe and secure system for voting. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge on that. Okay, sure. This is yours. While she's packing up, my wife, if she was here, she would tell me I did not read the agenda correctly. We did not get the treasurer's report. And Rob, if you just could stand and share with us where we are. We finally got his name on the checking account, and today we will have a pass the hat at the end of the meeting. But Rob Weisner, who's a CPA here in Lawrence, is our new treasurer.
I'll pick up, I kind of went back to January 1. At January 1, the cash in the bank was $1,371.41. And there were some disbursements from January through March for office supplies, some foods and snacks, and some email marketing, $320.70. So the cash balance at March 31 was $1,050.71. And then we had some collections in March, $436 at the convention and $50 at the executive committee meeting, for total collections of $486. So the balance as of yesterday, $1,536.71.
Very good. Thank you for that. And hopefully we can get to the $2,000 mark as we end this meeting. But thank you, Rob, for that. Candidate Best, I appreciate your patience today, and we're grateful that you have come to present some of your ideas and your policy positions as you run for U.S. House Representative in the 3rd District. That's Jeff Duncan's district. And we are very proud that we have a candidate running for that particular position. So we will have you to come up, and later on we will have Ms. Shirley Clark and Lee Daniel. Daniel.
Like stand you up, I can move around.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, man, I like moving around. I hate standing in one spot. It's bad. Had a bad speech doing it one time, and I was very sick. I was very sick, and the first thing someone told me, I saw you speaking Greenwood, you paused a lot, but no one understood that I had just got over COVID and bronchitis, so I could barely breathe up there. So I couldn't enunciate words. It was a hard time for me, but my name is Bryon Best. I am from Edgefield, South Carolina, born and raised there. I am the baby of 8. So I have 8 siblings. I'm the baby of 8, and they still treat me like I'm a baby. It's what it is. I got my own family that still treat me like, don't forget to do this. So I love them. I'm thankful for that, because it's good to have love. I didn't grow up with having much. I grew up very impoverished, but they're making no excuse. My family instilled hard work and good values in me, and that helped me a lot growing up to be able to handle life situations, holding me accountable. And that's what a lot of young adults are not having now, being held accountable for things. When growing up, got out of school, I had a list on the refrigerator, old school, not a text, but we had old school. My dad and my mom wrote a list on the refrigerator. If you ain't do your chores, you gotta spank it. So it held us accountable. We had jobs. But after high school, I went to Livingstone College, where I got my degree in history, and I'm out in political science. There, where I got the experience to work on a political campaign. I worked with a guy named Ty Cobbs. He was running against congressional candidate, Congressman Mayor Watt. So I worked on the Republican side. Very, very tough job, because the district I was running in was predominantly Democrat district. So it was a time when Barack was running for office against John McCain. So getting that experience I was excited because I learned the political process, but it was tough because when I put up signs, I had people come out there, get in your face, fuss at you, cuss at you, so it was a lot. So I get the question, why are you running? Why am I running as a candidate? Well, people are tired. People are tired of the same old norm with candidates coming in the communities, promising what they're gonna do for us, and then once they get elected, you don't see them. You don't see no change in the communities. So we're now in a phase now where people are not respecting the democratic process. We're losing voters. When you tell people about voting, don't even want to vote. My vote don't count. But it's been years of candidates coming in communities, not being visible, not being present, and not listening to people. Congress has built up a wall. You see grown men, legislation fighting, bickering and fighting, just to pass a law. And it's to the point now where the wall's up, so we need candidates in there that can tear the wall down and build bridges so we can connect.
That's good.
Because we have the power. And in some sense, I was up last night just thinking, and it's disheartening, but it's the truth. We allow it. We, the voters, have allowed people to come in and not take our voices serious, take it for granted. So if all of us in here can go to the bank, take $1 million out, rob it, no consequences, spend all the money on bull crap, or what we're gonna spend our money on, and then come back, and able to come back and do it again without a consequence, we're gonna keep doing it. And that's what's going on with Congress. We allow people to just tell us BS rhetoric, and then we don't stand up, we don't challenge them, we don't question them, we don't hold them accountable. So now we got a whole Congress in Washington right now that are, in so many words, just doing what they want to do. Taking special interests of lobbyists or controlling their message. Even on the Republican side, when I'm studying those opponents, everything they're saying is what Trump says. They don't even have their own message for themselves. So how can they govern us when they're not listening to our message? If they're not listening to our concerns in our communities, what we got going on. So I'm standing here today to let you know that I'm a candidate that's not been bought out by anybody. No one owns my message. I've been the 15%. The 15% is the people that make less than $20,000 a year. I've been there. The 16% are the people that are making above that, but still above water, barely breathing. So we have groups of people that are not really living the American dream. That was all told to us. That if you go to school, you work hard, then you have success in life. You have the American dream, but it's the way it's going now. It's creating a class system. It's the wealthy and the poor. The middle class is getting depleted. Then they use race rhetoric to make everybody against one another, because that's sales. We all want the same thing. We all want to be able to have good jobs, good community, safety, good education for our kids. We all want that. That's the American dream. No one hates one another. But when you pump that, then you create the divide. That's what's going on right now in the world. We're so divided, it doesn't make any sense. I'm a candidate that's committed. I'm committed to breaking the status quo that we see right now in Washington. I'm a candidate that's compassionate. I care for people. I genuinely care for people. I care for kids that are going home that's starving, don't have no meals to eat. Some kids that come to school that just eat one meal and go home, don't have anything provided for them. I'm compassionate about teachers that work hard, trying to educate these students, but don't have the support from the parents in the community, local churches in the community. I'm compassionate about officers, public safety, that go out to the community and deal with people with mental illnesses and put their life on the line every day. Social workers, life on the line every day to help people, but they're underpaid, they're overworked. I'm intentional because I intend to bring integrity back. We lost integrity. A lot of people are running right for public office, don't have any integrity. When has that been overlooked? You got a guy right now running for office that's 91 felonies against him right now. People are still voting for him. Would you want that person? Would you want to be a friend of a person who has 91 felonies? No. No. I tend to bring integrity back. Integrity is something that you have when no one else is looking. You still stand on it. So that's what I'm running on my integrity. That's what I'm running on. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I know I have 5 minutes. I'm trying to break it down. I can talk all. I'm talking. I can talk all day. Right? On our first date, I talked to her for 5 hours. But I'm thankful for the opportunity to speak in front of y'all this morning. And if you have any questions, you spill them out. I answer them. But I'm thankful to be here today, and thankful y'all listening to me. And hopefully get y'all vote on May 28th and June 11th. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank you for coming here
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
and for running for that position, because we've been desperate. And I'm so grateful that we don't have to just have anybody, we have you running. I have to thank you
I
for what
appreciate
you're
it.
standing for. So my question is this: where do we find your website? How do we donate to your cause? How do we support your cause?
Okay,
That's my question.
I have flyers here, but my webpage is support at Bryon Best. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's two of them. My wife do 2 of them at me. She know I'm only good with one thing sometimes. So it's
Best for Congress 2024. And I'll write it down. We have flyers out there, and we have the ActBlue donate QR code, so it takes you right to his ActBlue page.
And
They're trying to make it easier for you guys.
And I'm gonna say this.
online.
I'm not in here saying give me $120. You give $1, $3, because I know the plight what's going on with people, the inflation being up. And look, if you dollar helps. As long as you contribute, I'm not into because I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to help people, and that's what it's about. If you running for office and you end up becoming more rich than you were when you came in, then you help nobody but yourself. So if you $1, $3, you donate anything you want, I'll take.
Candidate Best, have
Yes,
you
sir.
we communicated via smartphone, if you can just text that information, how to get in contact with you, to me, I will disseminate it.
Okay. I got you. I'm texting to you.
I have a policy question for you.
Okay.
So, what do you think should be a realistic target for the top tax bracket? What rate do you think that the top earners in this country should be paying?
Tax wise,
Mhm.
well, I saw that that Joe Biden had bumped the tax rate to 40% now,
Capital gains.
capital gains to 40%. Increasing it. And I hate to say it, we have to do it because in order for us to get things that we want to allocate, which like for healthcare, education, you have to raise taxes up, and I'm not a fan of it, but it has to be done. So, with Biden's tax with the 40%,
That would, my understanding, that would bring the capital gains tax more in line with the actual income tax.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
that would affect stocks, real estate,
Okay.
property, bonds. Gosh, I hate it already now. But I was just, cause I want I want to know that personally too, so related to other people. So those type of assets, especially in the stock market, that's what they're attacking. You know, cause that's a very liquid investment that people, billions, millions,
Yeah.
that generate every single day. So taking that percentage from that versus attacking 44% on the average daily worker is a balance.
Yes, sir.
This is, coming from a little different direction.
Okay.
Policy, I'm pretty sure we're close, like the same thing, Democrat versus Republican, if you will. But as you're running this campaign, I don't know how much money you got and how you can get out there. But somehow, we gotta get candidates that are willing to attack the other side. Because the other side is doing everything it can to do away with our democracy. And are you willing
Oh,
to
yes.
attack the knucklehead that you're running against?
Yes, sir. It's two candidates right now. I've been studying them. It's Stuart Jones and a guy named Mark Ernest. So those two guys, they're probably the front two that I'll be running against. I hope it's Mark Ernest
Mm-hmm.
because he's just a liar. I'm ready just to eat him alive with everything he's.
Well, that's what I mean, we're too nice.
Yeah, too
Because
nice.
we lose elections, we're too nice. Maybe I should be nicer, Diane, I don't know.
But you got to stand firm on what you believe.
We let other people define who we are,
Yeah.
and it's wrong.
That's wrong. You're right. That's right.
Candidate Dress, you have a hand.
Yeah,
here.
I'm seeing.
How much does the average campaign, a viable campaign, cost in this market?
This market, $2 million. Jeff Duncan, for the past, 5 elections has raised, his first run, he raised $800,000, and he won, and then his last few, he has raised over 1.2 million to 1.5 million. That's what he raised. So for me to be a strong candidate, to be able to win this election, I'm gonna have to at least get $800,000.
What is he spending it on?
Honestly,
Yeah.
His-
I've never seen any kind of advertisement, any kind of endorsement, anything on him.
I guess,
he just
Yeah.
He just depends on.
he ain't running this time.
Yeah, it
Well,
depends on.
I'll tell you that as a Christian.
He depends on his district, it's being Republican. So he just, people normally vote in this area Republican. So he just comes in and says, I'm Republican, and people to vote for him instead of going in the areas. I'm sorry. It just depends on, it should be Republican so long, that he just put his name out there, he just don't gravitate to vote Republican. But he doesn't listen to issues, he doesn't go into communities, it's just,
Well, he's not running, is it?
no, he retired because he.
It was, they got caught dilly-dallying up there.
Yeah, with the lobbyists, yeah.
Mr. Christian, up there talking about family bags.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Before he went to prison.
Yeah, I have some questions regarding, your stances on a couple policies.
Okay.
I'm curious how you, where you are in terms of, women's health rights, access to abortion, as well as, sensible gun laws, that kind of thing. I'd like to hear where you are with both of those.
Women's rights with abortion is between you, God, and your daughter. No one gun laws, I lost a brother to gun violence, a guy murdered my brother with gun violence, so I saw what it did to my family, what it did to, cause my brother practically raped. My dad died when I was 11, my older brother practically raised me, so he took my father's place, so when he was murdered, I saw what it did to my family, especially my mom. So we need to We have gun law, but we need to enforce them. So no one can go through that what we went through again. And also we create training, gun safety training, so people can learn how to go through disputes without using the gun. And honestly, nobody should run around with AR-15s anyway. A handgun and a shotgun is all you really need. They use the Second Amendment, but they don't understand that this country has changed through evolution. When we had the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, they had rapes, pitchfork. We didn't have a military. We had a militia. When we created West Point and other military schools, that helped our country to be able to have a united front to be able to for protection. So now you have gun people, the NRA and other gun companies promote that Second Amendment right just to sell, but they don't care about the people that they hurt, or care about the money, because this is a capitalist society. Capitalism is good in some sorts because you gain wealth, but it's bad when you have greedy people that take advantage of people. So but I'm against it.
It's the greedy versus the needy.
Yeah, right. You're right. It's the same with inflation. You know, you have a lot of companies right now with inflation, you have price gouging. Price gouging and making the market, the supply and demand market very high. So then they use it. So create more competition. That's going to be able to get people who can afford it. And also having government regulations over them. It's like, no, you're not going to charge for them because what you're doing is you're taking advantage of people. So it's a lot, yes ma'am. Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Instead of legislation to get the right for people to be able to carry guns wherever they want, why can't we get a program where people can learn they just don't need a gun? If you can work out a disagreement verbally, you don't ever have to carry a gun. You won't get shot if you can talk to somebody and get an understanding. When people get killed is when they pull the trigger before they know what's going on.
That's why we gotta raise the bar on education, back to the education society. Because the education society is a society that sit down and talk and agree to disagree. But a society that's not pushing education, it's like Wild Wild West.
Oh, I noticed no one had a horse tied up out there.
But you have people pushing that agenda. When you have power, and you know the way to keep your power is to keep people that love beneath you, fighting, and always separated and not together, then you create BS laws, create things to be able to keep the masses ignorant.
It's control versus government. It is. And we're being controlled.
I forgot, this is a doctor who did a study of rats. He put one group of rats in a clean environment and another group of rats in a terrible environment. Then in 6 months, he put them in a maze. The rats that was in a clean environment was able to move around and get through the maze. The ones in an impoverished environment couldn't do it. So he put those same rats that was in the good environment in the impoverished environment, and the rats in the impoverished environment in the good environment. In 3 months, guess what happened? The rats in the bad environment became just as smart as the ones that was in the rat that was in the bad environment became smart as the one that was in the good environment. So, and then the rats that was in the good environment, they would end up killing each other for survival. So if you create a structure that keeps people against one another in a bad environment, what you gonna do? You keep them. And that's studied. Those animals, that's studied. So we are mammals, but we are smarter beings. But if you put people in places where they can't create opportunities to be able to.
You're choosing their enemies.
Yeah.
Not ally. You're choosing their enemies.
Okay.
I'm not allowing them to have an ally.
Right. So that's why I tell people it's our fault because we allow them to do it. We have the power to be able to, if I'm not doing my job in 2 years, vote me out. I charge you to vote me out. I want that. I want to be accountable. But we're not doing it. We're not the same rhetoric go on and on and on.
The representatives in South Carolina, basically, if you're a Democrat, they won't answer the phone call.
Yeah.
They have no concern about what we want. We are South Carolina citizens, just like a Republican, but we do not get the consideration.
That's why we have to get involved. We got to inform people. If we don't inform people, if you don't put information out there, no one will know. So we have to, as citizens, we have to work together to do that. We all put the work in. Believe me, it makes it a lot easier for good candidates with integrity to get in. But we just can't just sit by and say, no, I like this guy, or not spread the message out there, people in the community. We have to do that. We all have to do our part. It's kind of like I grew up on the farm. It's adequate. We didn't do our part. Things didn't go so well as went wrong. So I had, my job was, oh God, I hate to say it. Milk the cow was a disgusting job. That was my job. But I had to do that. If I didn't milk the cow, the cow would go around, let milk go in. My brother Trey had to put the hay on the hay up for the horses. He didn't do that. What would he figure? So when we all work together, we were able to be able to make the farm run. And we had to do the same thing in our community, work together. We were able to put candidates in that's gonna listen to people. I'm gonna listen. Everything I'm trying to do is listen to what y'all have, y'all issue. And it's my job to be able to create policies and law, the legislation to be able to help bring change. It should be, it don't make no sense to fight the same problems we fighting 30, 40 years. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Yeah.